Hello. Peter. Happy. Teach. Sentences. What? That was weird, right? You know why? Because I wasn't speaking in sentences. I just said a few words. It was a bit funny, right? And confusing, and wasn't very clear. I'm sure your teachers have asked you to make a sentence, or write a sentence, or asked you to speak in sentences. But where are these sentences? What are they? How can we make them? Well, we're going to find out today. So, where are sentences? Sentences are all around us. We speak in sentences. Our favorite books are made up of sentences. Instructions for your toys contain sentences. You can find sentences on the box of this Xbox game. So sentences are everywhere and they are very useful. But what are they actually? Well, sentences are a group of words that we put together and they make sense. They tell us something important, something interesting. So, let's see some words. Let's read these words together. Eggs, reptiles, lay. Eggs, reptiles, lay. Does that make sense? Not really. Now, can you put these words in the correct order to make a sentence? Have a think. Are you ready? So now we've got a sentence. Let's read it. Reptiles lay eggs. Now, it makes sense. It gives us some important information about reptiles. Okay? It tells us that reptiles, crocodiles, snakes, turtles, they lay eggs. And even dinosaurs, a long time ago, they used to lay eggs. Let's look at the word reptile here and the word reptile in the sentence. You might notice that something has changed. Can you tell what? It's the letter R, isn't it? Here it's lowercase and here we used a capital R. Why is that? Because a sentence has a beginning and it has an end. At the beginning of the sentence, we always use a capital letter. Okay? So here we use a capital R. Now, how do we know where a sentence ends? Well, let's go to the end of the sentence. Can you see that dot? What do we call that? Correct. It's a full stop. Okay, so the full stop tells us that the sentence has finished. Now, let's look at a sentence where the word reptile is not the first word. Okay? Snakes are reptiles. So here, the first word, the beginning of the sentence, is the word snakes. So we write the S with a capital. Okay? And reptiles is not the first word anymore, so it's lowercase. Now, here's another kind of sentence with the word reptile. What's your favorite reptile? You might see something different at the end of the sentence. It's not a full stop. What is it? It's a question mark, because this is a question. So when you write a question, you need to use a question mark like this. When we're speaking, our voice might show others that we're scared or shocked or we're angry, or we can raise our voice to shout to someone who's far away. How do you show these feelings when you're writing? Well, there's a way. So let's read this sentence. Oh no! There's a crocodile in the swimming pool. See? So I used an exclamation mark to show that I'm scared and I'm shocked and I'm warning the other people that there's a crocodile in the swimming pool. When you finish writing a sentence, make sure you use one of these punctuation marks, okay? A full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark, all right? Another thing I want you to remember is to always use finger spaces in between the words when you're writing sentences, okay? Like see, there's a finger space there, another one. Okay, here's one between crocodile and in. Here's another one, and there's one more. Okay? So you need to separate the words with finger spaces. Alright, what have we learned so far? So we know that we need to start our sentences with capital letters, okay? Capital letters, okay? Like this. A, B, C, D, and so on. Okay? We know that we need to show that our sentence has finished by using a full stop, an exclamation mark, or a question mark. Most of the time, it will be a full stop. And number 3, what was it? Finger spaces. Okay? Finger